everybody at Whitney families. I would like to unmask some very exciting news. We're going to have an art show this year, and it's going to be very unconventional and different than traditional art shows. First off, first I should share my screen. I was given hundreds of pizza boxes, and you might be thinking to yourself, what does that have to do with art? Well, I looked at the pizza box and I started to put one together. And then I thought if I flip it inside out and have it just be the brown box like you see, it's like a blank canvas. I thought of a blank canvas and how awesome that would be for each of us to make artwork on. But since this is an unconventional year, we're going to have to do things a little different. This is going to be a family art project in which you work from the comfort of home. And it's also going to be what's called a pop-up art show. In 2007, pop-up art shows became popular in New York City because space is very limited there. So artists would put up exhibits, temporary exhibits, and then take them down. So that's what we're going to do. And our pop-up art show will be one day in May. It'll be outside, maybe in the back field or along the fence, but social distancing will be big priority, and it will be available for families to come and enjoy artwork in the evening. So I want to share some pictures and visuals that you might want to use for reference. So when I was thinking about this, I took some paint and I did this Starry Night, inspired pizza box painting. So maybe you want to look at artwork done by other masters and do something like that. Or you might have something else in mind. But I would like you as a family to come up with an idea together. So everybody will be getting one pizza box sent home and this video if it helps. And of course, I know many of you already probably have creative ideas on your own. So what you can do is set up a date with your family to brainstorm and plot what you'd like to create. You don't have to buy anything. You shouldn't have to buy anything. You should use supplies you have at home. You don't have to think like just paint. It could be many materials you have at home. If you have any questions or need my help with anything or think I might have a material for you, please feel free to email to this email address, buskaa@stratk12.org. So I continued playing around with the pizza box idea. Here you see I did my own children. I took a small sheet of paper. The pizza boxes are 18 inches by 18 inches. I took 4 sheets of paper. I drew an outline of my children, and then I watercolored them. So if that's something that interests you, you can reach out to me and I can show you, give you some tricks in doing that. You can use any of these ideas and make them your own. Another idea was I had round sponge brushes in my house, different sizes, and I just made a radial symmetry design using sponge brushes. But I do have to caution if you use paint, be careful applying too much at one time because cardboard, when it gets wet, can bend or warp. So just be careful if you're going to use paint. So these images I found on Pinterest. It's a common site I use for visual references. These both have a theme of love. Maybe that's something you'd like to think and explore about. This one was made with magazine clippings, and it is in honor or inspired by Robert Indiana's famous love sculpture seen on many streets in the world. This one is a heart, universal symbol for love. Some other ideas, maybe if you have painter's tape at home, you could put some painter's tape on the box and use paint or glitter in the empty spaces. Or this one, it looks like pages of a book or newspaper and then painted on. Here, this one is all collaged photographs, magazines, multiple paper resources to cut and paste. Maybe you want to be inspired to make a character. I imagine when I sit down with my own children and ask what they'd like to create, they're going to probably want to say, let's make a pizza box art about our dog Tanner. So, we'll chat, but maybe that's what you want to do, character, animal, pet. This is how I envision the show to look, except it'll be outdoors. possibly on the fence, back fence, with all different artwork displayed together. Um, you can use, if you're thinking you don't have a lot of supplies at home, you could use things like, I think this pizza box is decorated with wrapping paper, ribbon. This one is with scrapbook paper. This one's a mix. It looks like paint, scrapbook paper, and then a family quote maybe you want to put for an idea. Maybe you want to collaborate, with family, friends, neighbors, students that go to school together. Maybe you want to have a conversation on the phone and say, hey, maybe we can collaborate and make a larger piece by joining ours together. Maybe a few families talk and like say this was a tree instead of this sunflower vase, and like your family works on the bottom quarter and another works on this quarter and then the branches. Um, and then in the other quarter the branches, or maybe you want to do a replica and collaborate with some families with social distance in mind and recreate a famous artwork. um, you could use photographs, you could use digital art. Google Drawing is a great tool I've been using with my students. Maybe you want to print something and glue it down. Animals, nature, those are all great resources. I also want to mention that if you're looking for drawing tutorials to help, Art for Kids Hub is my favorite YouTube channel right now. They have great tutorials, step by step, in drawing many things. Really helpful for anyone. This one is a fun food theme. I found this one too on Pinterest. I thought maybe you want to make yours 3D. It looked like they added a ribbon popping out on top of scrapbook paper, wrapping paper, and then they drew. So there's like multiple things going on in that one. So I'm excited. I'm sure you're going to come up with some amazing ideas. Again, please reach out if you need some suggestions or help. When you are done, I'm asking that you open up the pizza box. This is how they originally came, and find some string in your house or ribbon and lay it across the back area. And then close the pizza box and tie the string together or the ribbon so that I can hang it up along the fence or wherever it's going to be on display. Um, that would be really helpful. If you don't have any string or ribbon, please reach out to me and I can get some for you. And lastly, I'd like for you to attach on the back of the box information with the artist names in your family, the title, if you made a title for the piece, materials you used, and the classroom teacher or teachers, so I can safely and get this back to you. And I'm hoping that when this is all done and the show's over, you even display this somewhere in your house as something you can treasure forever, for this unconventional art show that I really look forward to seeing created by you Whitney families. So, wanted ideas here. Hope this video helps, and I look forward to your ideas. See you soon. Have a great day.